Thanks for joining us once again for the Crimson Corner. We have some good news for the Utah basketball team in a moment, but we begin with football. Mike Grant and Robert Jackson continue to preview the 2013 football season. This week, a look at two players the Utes cannot afford to lose to injury. It's no surprise that both players are offensive linemen.
Utah fans know exactly what it's like not to have an offensive line.
Win on 2nd and 15 will take another sack.
The 2012 season mirrored exactly what the offensive line did. It was incredibly inconsistent.
Can't get away from Spencer Hadley. He'll be sacked back at the 15-yard line.
For the Utes to be successful in 2013, it starts in the trenches. All-American candidate Jeremiah Putasi is arguably the best player on the Utes roster. He has NFL size and talent and will be tasked with protecting Travis Wilson's blind side.
The quarterback may be the most important position on a football team.
Play action, John Hayes looking down the field. Drez Anderson's there. Caught, end zone.
But did you know the offensive line has a QB of its own?
Well, he gets a great block by Vincent Jones, the left guard.
After playing guard for 3 seasons, Vincent Jones, a senior out of Jordan High School, will take the reins as starting center. Jones will be tasked with making the pre-snap reads to call the correct blocking schemes to get the Utes offense back on track in the attempt to return to a bowl game in 2013.
Mike Rojak thinks. Well, recruiting is the lifeblood of the football program. It's no surprise that Kyle Whittingham and his staff spend a lot of time at the All-Poly camp each summer. It's become one of the elite high school football camps in the country. Coach Whitt was invited to speak to the players on the camp's final day.
Now, a lot of the things I'm going to say were already addressed by Coach Uparesi. Okay, and the first thing I want to say is all these people right here, okay, I want you to stand up and give them a standing ovation right here. Let's give them somebody sacrificed in order for you guys to be here. Okay, secondly, okay, you're all elite football players. You wouldn't be here if you're not elite football players. This All-Poly camp is for elite players. What I'm going to tell you is more important is to be an elite person. Be an elite person. Division I football coaches, yeah, we look for great players. But in this day and age, if you're not an elite person as well, right, you don't get recruited. You got to be a great person. You got to be a great teammate. And that's something you need to work on. Everyone works on their game individually. And like I said, you all got talent. But make sure that you work on equally being a great teammate and being a great person. Being accountable. Being responsible. Being somebody that we can trust. I'm telling you right now, when we recruit you, we're going to go to your head coach and we're going to ask him if we can trust you. Can we trust that guy to make the right decisions on and off the field? If he doesn't tell us yes, right, you're not going to get recruited. You got to be able to trust you to do the right things the right way at all times. Okay, you got to be committed to excellence. You got to want to be the best not only on the field, but in the classroom, in the weight room. Everything you do, you got to be committed to being the best. Okay? That's important. That's dang important. Academics. You all know who has not heard of the NC2A Clearinghouse. Raise your hand if you don't know what the NC2A Clearinghouse is. Okay, everybody knows. You got to get through that. You got to give your best effort, get those grades, get that test score, so you have an opportunity to play Division I ball. Because if you don't get through that, your options are limited. Now you have to go a different route. Make sure you take care of those academics. Okay, hey, again, great job in camp, so much passion, so much energy. I go to a lot of camps. There's not one that can match the passion and the energy of the All-Poly camp. You guys do a great job. It's a pleasure to be around. I send half of our staff is here working the camp all 3 days. That's how important it is to us. We got our own camp going on down in Utah, but we cut half those guys out to come work with you guys. So we appreciate it and they love it. Okay, I want to wish you all a great season. Take care of business this summer. Be leaders. Okay, and what is a leader? What's the definition of a leader? Somebody who sets the standard and then demands that everybody else live up to that standard. So in other words, you don't just take care of yourself. You set the standard and then demand that your teammates live up to that standard. That's a leader. That's being a great teammate. That's being an elite person. It all matters, guys. Everything matters. The football is just one aspect of it. Yes, you're good players. Like I said, you wouldn't be here. And understand, we grade and we watch every snap. Some guys send us a highlight tape, and we'll check it out. But before we recruit you, we're going to watch the game tape. See how you perform play after play after play. And you got to remember, every snap you play, you're signing your name to that play. Here's who I am. This is what I'm all about. If you're a guy that plays one play hard and takes 3 plays off, you're not going to get recruited. You got to bust your butt, and you got to bust your butt on a consistent basis. Okay, great camp, awesome job. I appreciate having a few minutes to spend with you here. Again, I wish you all the best this season, and take care of business. Thank you, guys.
Well, Larry Krystkowiak is preparing for his 3rd year as head coach of the Runnin' Utes. His basketball career as a player and coach has forced him to move many times, but now the coach finally feels like he's at home.
I got Ellis on his back, the young rookie out of Notre Dame. They go low to Carl. Here comes Mutombo over to help. Carl goes to Christie underneath. He's there, and he gets his first bucket for the Jazz. Krystkowiak.
I did the math, looked at where we've been, and going back to the 10 years that I played professionally since I finished in '86, I've never been in one house for more than 2 years. I just broke our record. So, we're looking at 27 years of a lot of boxes and packing up. I'm going through the house, and a lot of times you kind of get into the mindset that there's certain boxes you never even open up that just keep, moving from one destination to the next. And now all of a sudden we're cracking into those boxes. It's like, yeah, we can really start setting up shop. And there's a little bit of a parallel between that and building a program, and it feels really good right now to be settled in, have our kids settled in. I think the programs, everything just feels a little more relaxed, and it almost became uncomfortable a few months ago. I was like, what's going on? And then it's like, it's okay. It's 27 years now. We're in one spot, right? And I'm really excited, and the kids are excited. My wife's excited, and it just feels like, an opportunity that presented itself that's turned out to be one of the best things that's happened for us.
Coach K always busy recruiting. He's added another player to the roster. Connor Van Brocklin will join the program this season. He played high school basketball at Davis, where he helped lead the Darks to the 5A semifinals in 2008. After serving an LDS mission, Connor played at Snow College. The 6'5" wing led the Badgers this past season with 16 points per game and is an excellent 3-point shooter.
End around, gets a block from Wilson.